Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. Now today I want to go over GAXY next generation stock, ticker symbol GAXY. So I'm sure a lot of you guys could tell this stock has been getting a lot of hype lately on Twitter, on YouTube, and hopefully this stock gets picked up by some of the bigger YouTubers, bigger players in the game, and then we could really see this thing rocket off. But as you guys can see from this chart, just over the past week here, we've just been having dead bodies just all along, just constantly red days, red day, red day. So it's definitely not been a fun ride if you've been a shareholder for this ride right here. It's just been dropping. Today it dropped, look at that, -7%. So now in today's video, I just wanted to kind of give you guys my overall opinion on the stock, give you guys a just quick little glance of what this stock does, what they do, and just some news articles and possible catalysts that could really bump this price up. So let's just go ahead, let's start off here on the chart. So as you can see, we had this big run up right here, and you know, at the end of December, it went all the way up to 4.5 cents. So that was a pretty big run, considering it was down here all the way at less than a cent each share. So whoever cut that run, congratulations. Now I'm sure everybody else that is just buying in down here or just holding through this are just really hoping that this thing starts taking off. Now all the way back here, we have it got all the way up to about 6.5 cents almost. So that was a pretty good run right there as well. I wish this candle was real. That'd be insane. If it went all the way up to 26 cents, that'd be ridiculous. Now, following back, you know, it's had a couple little run-ups throughout the time, you know, all the way back here in March, had a little run-up to about almost 5 cents, 4 or 5 cents. Flattened out, hasn't done anything from there. And then it had that little run-up, and then it went through, and now we're over here today. Now, this stock actually was at around, you know, $8 to $10 before. Now, I have no idea what dragged this price all the way down, if they did, you know, share offerings or, you know, I just really have no idea. So we're just focusing on the present right now and what's been going on lately. So just a little bit of stats on this thing. It's a $49 million market cap, and they have 2.3 billion shares practically. Just, you know, nobody's holding those right now. Those are just outstanding. So that's a pretty big thing that a lot of people are talking about, and that's just huge, basically. I mean, kind of in a bad way. It's not like a good thing really to have that many outstanding shares, but we'll see what they do. Some people say they're going to do a reverse split, something like that. As you guys can see right here, it just has a little description of what the company is. They're a manufacturer and distributor of interactive learning technologies and enhanced audio solutions, founded in 1991. So that's, you know, that's pretty cool to know. But let's go ahead, let's head over to their website over here. So here we are, GAXY Next Generation. G2 provides technology to the classroom of today for the generation of tomorrow. So I was just on here curious before I, you know, I just wanted to see what they have, what they offer and stuff like that before even thinking about investing in this. So they got a couple products here. They got the interactive board. They have a Phoenix communicator, which is basically, I think it's just like a intercom system that goes throughout. So I mean, that's pretty cool. It's not something that like nobody's done before though, so it's just one of their products. I'm sure there's hundreds of companies that do that, to be honest with you. Now they have an adjust amount, which is for their interactive panel. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not something I've never seen before though, so that's one of my concerns with this, is that it's not like just, you know, groundbreaking stuff here. It's kind of common products that, you know, they do have some competition, obviously. I'm sure if any of you guys are in school, you've kind of seen something similar to this, whether it be like a smart board, you know, there's tons of different panels out there. But, you know, just because there's competition out there doesn't mean that a company can't succeed. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it would be great if they were going to add some more stuff to their product line to kind of, you know, separate themselves from, you know, other competition and kind of build their own kind of thing, you know. which they kind of started doing. What they have recently is that they are going to be producing these shields for once kids are back in school. For obviously the virus, it's going to be a plexiglass or acrylic shield that, you know, goes on the desks. You could still see through it, but it just kind of protects the teachers, students, all that kind of stuff. Once again, not something huge. I'm sure tons of companies are actually already producing these things. I'm sure if you guys have gone to any stores or anything like that, you've seen tons of companies already with, you know, little shields and stuff like that. But you just never know. Maybe this is the better option for schools. Maybe G2 has something cheaper. I really don't know. They don't have it listed on their website, but I just read an article earlier today about how they have these shields. And then also I saw a video on the CFO, and she said how they want to expand the product line. So that is good news, obviously, if they're looking to expand, because right now they only have, you know, 3 or 4 items that they really kind of sell to schools and stuff like that. I think if they just keep rolling out products, I think they could potentially keep growing this business and, you know, obviously boosting that price up. So I just wanted to go over to some news articles here, and this is kind of what started all the talk, I believe, just recently, is that they actually eliminated all their convertible debt. So that's a great thing. Now on the 4th, let's go back and see what the stock did on the 4th. So it looks like it opened pretty high and just kind of fell out throughout the day. So I'm sure if you got in on the pre-market, actually I don't even know if this stock even trades on the pre-market. It doesn't. It's OTC. So it basically just opened up, dropped, had a little bit of a pullback the next day, and, you know, we've just been in this downtrend from here on out. So, oh, you know what? That's not even on the 4th. Oh, yeah, that is the 5th right there. 4th and the 5th. So that's obviously a good thing to have no debt. That means they could use all their money into, you know, products and just investing in the company. Because, you know, a lot of these penny stocks, they get in so much debt, and that's basically what makes them just, you know, fall out, go out of business. So that's a good thing. Now the next thing here is a stock equity agreement between this one investor and them. I believe it's for, let's see if this loads up. It is for a fixed price equity investment of $500,000. So that is a pretty good thing. They're going to be issuable over a 24-month period of time. And actually, I got that wrong right there. It's actually 10 million shares, $10 million worth of shares. But right now, they're just doing a fixed priced investment of $500,000 right now. And over the next 24 months, they're going to keep putting in, you know, a couple $1 million or whatever. So that's some cool news right there. Now, the next one just recently, which was yesterday, is an additional purchase order from Boca Raton Christian School. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but basically they got 29 classrooms with their products through the classrooms for $100,000 in revenue. Now, what's interesting about this is that it is actually a second purchase order. So that means they purchased them from the past and that they were happy with the first products, obviously, and now they are making a second purchase order. So obviously, if you have returning customers, that means they're satisfied, and they most likely will keep coming back if they need even more stuff in the future. So that's a great thing right there, obviously. That's where we stand for the news. We'll see what comes out in the future here. Now, I wanted to just talk a little bit about catalysts that could bump this up. So the first one is obviously money from the government after all this COVID stuff is gone, because they're going to have to pump so much money into this industry because kids are going to have to go back to school. They want it to be safe, obviously. So they got the protective shields. If they come out with any other products, then that'd be great too. Now, only problem I see is that the protective shields, it's just not really like a groundbreaking thing. It's not like the best technology in the world, and I'm sure a lot of companies are going to come up with their own, obviously. So that being said, if they get enough orders, sure, it'll boost their revenue by quite a bit. And then also, if they get some sort of grant from the government, they could just reinvest that into the company for more products, more stuff like that. So that's a big thing. We'll just have to see what they would do with that money, because most likely they will get some sort of money from the government. Now, the next thing is in a interview with the CFO. Nobody has actually seen the actual CEO, and that's what's kind of concerning somewhat to some people, is that we don't even know who's actually behind this other than Megan, which is the CFO. I don't actually know what her last name is, but it's Megan something. What she basically said is their main goal for this year, after the previous year's goal was basically to pay off the debt, and boom, they did it. It's January 13th or whatever, January 4th, they paid off the debt. So that's great. They got their that year goal done. Now, she said the goal for this year is to try to get the stock to be traded on a major stock exchange. So what we got right now, it's just on the OTC market. So this is not traded on, like, say, Robinhood. I don't even think it's on Webull. You could purchase it from some of the bigger brokerages like TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, Think Fidelity, whoever offers that basically, and all them are just getting left out basically, and that's where a lot of the retail investors are right now. So that would obviously be a huge step if they could get into the New York Stock Exchange or something like that, because that would definitely mean that they would have to get this price up a little bit before doing that. But that would be huge if they were able to get in something like that, because obviously more exposure from many more people and stuff like that. So those are the catalysts that really have the potential to bump this stock up, is money from the government, and also trying to get this thing into a major stock exchange. Now, another one that I see having huge effect on this is if some of the bigger YouTubers start picking this up. Now, I don't know, it might just be a whole pump and dump thing where they start saying, oh yeah, you guys gotta get in, this thing pumps up to what, like 8-10 cents, and then it just shoots down again. I really don't know what would happen, but right now they don't really have that much exposure to the media. They just have a couple of small YouTubers. I know the London Investor, he's been huge on it, and he was the one that actually set up the interview with the CFO. So I think if we just get some bigger YouTubers, bigger players in this, then we could see it really start rocketing off. Now, I've seen some crazy things out there. People saying this thing is going to get to $1 before 5 months, a year. Just personally, I think that's very unrealistic. Nothing's impossible, but that's pretty close to being, it's just really unrealistic. It would literally have to go, 45 to 50 times in value to get to $1. And it's, nowhere close to $1. Last time it was at $1 was all the way back. Let's see. That's the closest, October 2019. I mean, you go back up here, October 19th. So, I mean, it's possible. But I think a more realistic outlook on this for the year is somewhere in between, I'd say 5 and 10 cents. I mean, depending on how much they do with this company, it could start going even more than that. But even going up to 10 cents, that's 5 times what it's at right now. I mean, if it goes all the way up to 20, that's 10 times. These penny stocks do move pretty quick though. So you just got to keep an eye on it. There just really is no price strength to work off of here though. It's just been, like I said, just red day after red day after red day. So we're just all patiently waiting to see if we could get some news. Even some quarter results, like revenue results, would bump this up. And I think that's another thing that people are hoping for, that they have some good revenue. Or we'll see. We're just going to keep following this. And I mean, if you guys would like, I could do some more updated videos on this if we get some more views. Or if you guys would like that, just comment down below. I know this was kind of just a basic video, but I just want to show you guys what my thoughts were and just a basic overview of the company. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you guys want me to cover any other stocks. This is literally my first video, guys, so I'm just getting the hang of it. Don't criticize me too much. But with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video.